I hope the intro
Hey,
is Chris saying "hit it"
hit it.
There we go. That second where it's at 0 people watching until the
until it
intro
went up
stops.
300%.
300, baby.
Now it went down.
Oh no,
Um,
they know we
I
got
have this.
canceled from
I have
last
this
week.
to enjoy during our live stream today.
It says row.
It's Beero. This is Spider-Man's new non-alcoholic beer.
Okay.
Hmm,
I call it.
that's cool.
No,
Okay,
no
James.
bunk. That's why.
No
Bunk.
bump the
I
hunk.
think Bunk's a natural fit for our show. He's good. You know, when his internet works.
That's true.
Yeah,
It did at the end there just completely die.
that was pretty
So
good.
how's everyone doing?
I'm doing good. I've been playing
That's
a
about every week.
lot. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals like all week long.
God, what's food like on your planet?
My character is Squirrel Girl, and yes, after picking her as my character, I did order the Omni.
For someone that's like saying, I don't want to do Marvel, I don't want to do Marvel, seems to be getting a lot more Marvel.
Look at his
his
background. Look at it. I don't see
I
a
know.
single DC book besides the
Exactly.
Batman.
He has turned on DC.
Shouts out to the chat. We got our friend Ryan Bragg.
Hey.
That looks like a Final Fantasy thing. Are you excited about the Final Fantasy Magic cards? And then we got little Alex, who I'll be on his podcast tomorrow. Everyone,
Nice.
we're gonna boot him from the chat if he hasn't shipped my book yet. Ship me my book. Alexander Miller. He has a book of mine that he's gonna
He
ship
has a
me.
book? What is
Yeah.
the book?
Daredevil Volume 1.
What, the Silver Age?
Yeah.
He might as well keep that.
I think it'll go good with my Daredevil Volume 2 and 3.
And it'll go good with this instance. God, I can't believe Daredevil could get any better, but it's so bad.
Oh
Those
my-
Silver Age books, they're so bad.
Dude, I've never been more embarrassed reading a book than when Daredevil acts like he has a twin. Oh, it's just
But
just
then
unreadable. It's cringy.
Zdarsky makes that so interesting.
Oh, Jake,
It
It
keeps
shipped this
getting pushed
weekend.
back. He said I'll be shipped Friday.
ship
I
this
need the-
weekend.
Shouts out to Bat Cato.
Alexander, just keep on like holding it back. He'll eventually, we know you'll ship it eventually, but he's gonna still want it. So if you hold it for a year, he's still gonna want it.
I don't think I can be on this podcast if I don't have tracking information first.
I need the info. Just ask James Abel, man. He'll give you Jake's address, Jake's parents' address, my
Jordan's
address.
address, Chris's address, probably. Wait,
Probably the blood
James,
type
do
of
you
our
have Chris's
unborn-
address? Whose address? do you not
Probably.
have?
He's the man in the chair. What can I say?
He is.
Do I need to complete my run of 100 bullets? Am I sleeping on volume 2 of 100 bullets?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at all 3 volumes plus Brother Lobo.
You know,
Damn. That's subtle flex.
James, I probably find it.
He probably would.
He's on the hunt.
It's
He's
the one
like,
with the
"Is
Ed.
this
It's
your
the one
address?"
with- it's the one with the Ed 209 out front.
I don't know what that means.
Oh God!
know
you're
either.
You don't know RoboCop?
It's been
That's Robot Jesus,
forever
right?
since I've seen it.
Oh, stop! Where's Bunk when I need him?
I
Bunk
just
would
think-
know.
I think RoboCop is like a movie for people a little bit older than me.
Little bit older. Goodness gracious!
I watched
James-
RoboCop as a teen.
I feel
it's so
I feel
good.
so much pain.
James
So
knows
much
all of the NC measurements. Send me the information and you'll get it this week. And I'm getting overnight shipping?
Ooh.
You're getting personal delivery because James just gave him your address and he will knock on the door saying, "Here's your book."
James, what's my blood type? Because I don't know.
O positive.
It would
He
be, wouldn't
wishes.
it? Okay, B negative. Is that a blood type?
AB. Thank you. I have no idea what my blood type is.
I am ABO positive.
Is that everything?
That's a lot of
That's a
letters.
lot of blood. That's a lot of blood.
Jordan, you got a book to show off. You have 25 minutes to show it off.
Perfect.
Take us through each
Um,
page.
The book I received this week for my haul is Absolute Mr. Miracle by Tom
About
King
time.
and Mitch. How do you say his last name? Say it for me, Jake.
Garads.
Mitch Geralds?
Garad.
Garads.
There's only one
Now,
R.
There
now,
you
now, hold it upside down where the thing comes out. All of a sudden, it's like, oh no, it's broken.
What?
I like
Oh,
the
this
back
Scott, by
cover,
the way.
seeing screaming Scott free.
My
He had
favorite
that
is,
same
the
face on
mother
that.
box.
He had that same face on that cover I sent you both.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also
Superman
got a
stealing.
Facebook like. Thanks for that.
Oh.
Whoever gave us a Facebook heart.
Shout out
me
to
and-
Richard the third.
Me and Chris have been talking for a while that was the hole in your collection. Like you have a good base now.
Hey, now that I've read Fourth World Omnibus 1 and 2, can I finally read Mr. Miracle?
No, you
you-
got to read the
no.
Orion series first.
and Cosmic Odyssey to really
Yeah.
appreciate you read Cosmic
Oh,
Odyssey.
you haven't
You-
read Cosmic Odyssey?
You know,
Pre-order the deluxe
actually,
right now.
I bought Cosmic Odyssey as when it was out of print, and I went, did I really just spend $80 on this hardcover? And I sent it right back. Thank God to Amazon Prime.
You know how much I spent on it? $20 when it was in print.
It's getting reprinted this year, though, right?
It is.
Yeah. But
And
I
Costa
don't need
DeFace
it.
says, "Don't forget superpowers."
I read Superpowers 1, 2, and 3, so staying ahead.
But did
That
not
was
read
rough.
Cosmic Odyssey.
Nope. I'm getting
You
there
just-
when it gets reprinted.
Oh, Jake's my favorite comic reviewer. Thanks, man.
Jake's
You
my
review
favorite.
comics?
I'm not even my own favorite comic reviewer.
Jake's my favorite person with a
Comic-
mustache.
Am I your favorite comic buyer?
You're my favorite comic book person with a mustache right now.
Heck
You're my
yeah,
favorite
take that,
comic bully.
Tyler Illuminati. You're like, wait, actually, I changed my mind.
You're right. He actually is better. Jake's back at the bottom of the totem pole.
Dang it!
He
Everyone
spreads.
picks-
He tells me lies. He says things are up and they are not. He spreads
Everyone-
lies.
I think I found it. Does
Oh.
it end with a 46?
I don't even know.
He doesn't even know his own address.
I have people for that.
Yeah. He
My
doesn't look at
people
his
will
own
let your
mail.
people know.
Is there? I think there's
Gents?
a nine. I think there's a niner in there, James. There's a niner.
Gents, what have you guys been reading this week? Because I've had an eventful reading week.
I had to call it quits on a book. Have you guys ever been
Oh.
halfway through an Omni that you're not liking, and you have that sunk cost fallacy where you're like, I just need to get through it, then I can be done, but you also aren't enjoying it, so you kind of stop reading for a day or two while you're wrestling with, are you going to finish it or not?
No, because I have this thing underneath the bottom of my things of rational buying since 1984.
And I just like to suffer, so I just finish no matter what.
What was the book?
It was the Marvel Knights Omnibus. I really didn't
Oh my
care
goodness!
for it.
Really, who are you? Seriously, what have you done with Jake?
I guess it. Oh yeah, Alex was the one telling me why Scott Summers was actually right all the time. So,
Wrong. And not Alex, just
and-
Cyclops.
shouts out to my favorite show of the weekend. You are not lame. Barely started getting back into comics again, so I'm starting the old Ultimate Spider-Man. That is a classic.
There you go.
Nice.
You'll
And
you'll
shouts
have a
out-
lot of positivity.
To our new friend Mike, he jumped in the Discord chat
What
the other
up?
day. He's a big fan of the Arrowverse, so he's got good taste.
For fans of
Yeah.
the Arrowverse.
So I
Yeah.
didn't finish Marvel Knights. I thought the Echo storyline was cool, but like, I don't know, man. I think I just don't like 90s art.
I think Daredevil's not for you anymore.
Maybe I got burnt out reading every Daredevil Omni ever.
And then
Wait, but did
watch
you-
it, and then
wait,
binging the whole
I
Defender
do have
saga.
something to. Can I show a non-comic book thing in my haul?
I guess.
Sure, man.
Since you said you don't have anything right now, and I'm still waiting for books to come in, so hopefully next week. I said the same thing last week, but as you know, when you have winter weather come through,
Maybe
Now
I don't
you-
like
With the-
Marvel Knights because I am the devil of Hell's Kitchen.
With
You're a
the
devil of some
mustache.
sort I know. Yeah, your mustache.
Do I need to
I think
go
you
down
should
your
do the
deck?
entire show like this.
I want to see what
It
that
makes
makes you
everything
look like.
red,
But
and I'm also I switched to dark mode today on StreamYard. So oh, Twisted Kisser's coming at me. I just didn't read comics in the 90s, so I'm just not 90s art is very like exaggerated to me, and it's like, yeah.
I'll
I don't
tell you
know.
what about Quesada art. Quesada does not, in my opinion, I don't like when Quesada does close-ups. Quesada and close-ups just don't. It's like a
nice.
what is it, like a Picasso? It's like a big old mess up when you get up front.
Superpowers.
I mean, look at some close-up shots of he's done of Peter Parker at that point. That is that there. It's not right.
Okay.
Gianni saying hey, and just Superpowers has 12 parts, 2 parts, 6 chapters. Jordan needs to catch up.
Okay, Casa the Finch. Which superpowers? Like what volume? Because I've read volumes 1, 2, and 3. Are you talking about like superpowers the entirety of everything, or is there like a specific superpowers that's a 12-parter?
I'll tell you what, Jake.
Just asking for clarification.
I like how your headphones match your shirt today. It's very, very cool.
I went for that today.
Oh,
I know.
Those old things that he definitely owns.
I haven't even checked them out.
You're a bastard. Those are from work.
He's doing it so he can give good customer feedback.
Scott Summers saying he's not a fan of the art on Daredevil by Bendis. That's a bold statement.
Well, I mean, I can understand that with Alex Maleev. It's Maleev, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I can understand it. Some people refer to it like pencil scratch sometimes, but I think it works with the atmosphere and the way they're trying to set up the thing. But I get it. I understand that.
Yeah. Superpowers by Jack Kirby is 2 parts each. Each part has 5 to 6 issues in it.
Kind of like why people have issues with Frank Quietly.
Yeah, that's
Frank Quietly.
Superpowers by Jack Kirby. Yeah, that's volume 1. Volume 1 is written by him, and then volume 2 is drawn by him but not written by him. I think we're on the same page. I hope. And then there's a volume 3, and volume 3.
Cost of defense. If we need to boot Jordan out of the show and add you to the show because you know more about superpowers,
here's a book I know definitely about.
And
yeah.
And we're good. I don't even Taylor. What time is our show on the 25th? I want to make the stream, but I don't remember what time it is. But yeah, me and Taylor are doing a stream on it's on a different Frank Miller Batman. But yeah, have you guys read All-Star Batman and Robin Boy Wonder? I have.
I have. That's the one I read
Taylor
too.
Gonna buy the Absolute. Does he not like the last issue? Sure, if that's what time you want to do it at, I'm down. Let's do 8:30. It's a date.
He's down to clown.
I'm down to pound. Wait.
Wait a second.
I heard you need to watch the first 2 seasons. No, I think it's the first 2 seasons of Arrow, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, look at this. Look at this lovely art.
Show them the Batcave picture, and then
the Batcave is what you buy this book for.
And then show them drinking lemonade while they fight Green Lantern.
While they're painted.
And then show them Howl's broken trachea.
And then I close the book and say, like, how about you just read the book?
Wait, show them the rat hunting scene. That's how my father raised me.
Oh God. and that's my debate now with Absolute Wildcats. I was like, oh, it's the art is good, but the writing is so bad.
But Jim Lee, though.
I know Jim Lee, but it's also a reason why I don't own Absolute Superman for tomorrow. I absolutely like Brian Azzarello. However, not right for Superman.
Yeah.
All right, Jake, finish the quote. What are you, dense boy? All right, Jake, finish the other half of that.
I'm not saying that yesterday word. You can say it. I have
that yesterday word.
Is that okay? Yeah, so I think I'm taking a little Daredevil break. I read the first few issues of the Hawkeye Omnibus.
Which one?
The Fraction.
Matt Fraction.
One? Oh, okay, Fraction. I was like to say which one?
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was more than one out there because the Fraction one was the only one I could think of.
Is there another Hawkeye omnibus I don't know about?
No, I don't think so. That's why I wanted to make sure. 'Cause I usually hear people say they don't usually say the Hawkeye omnibus. I usually the Fraction Hawkeye.
Makes
I do
sense.
like that.
What's
Ooh, that's a good
your
one.
favorite
Yeah.
DC superhero? Can I say a villain, or does it have to be a hero? Because if
Well,
we're doing villains,
it
it's
did say
clearly
superhero, so you need to answer the purpose of the question.
Superheroes.
it's clearly Gaggy. Gaggiest Gagsworth. I got a text from Omnidog, and he found his first appearance of Gaggy. Only heroes.
Chris, you got an opinion on that one?
Yeah, mine's a tie between Batman and Ollie. Green Arrow.
I feel like Green Arrow's been so many different versions of himself, though. When you think of the most iconic Green Arrow, are you thinking like Grail or
Dark Knight Returns,
Grail.
one-armed
Grail.
Green Arrow.
Yeah, Grail.
Jake?
Okay, he's roasting me. I said I feel like Big Bart is such a personal character to the writer that wrote him, that it'd be like making Superman hook up with Stargirl for Jeff Johns. And,
What kind of craziness are you talking about here?
like Stargirl and Big Bart are two incredibly personal characters to the writers.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they should be sacred and they should be off the table. I like Nightwing. I really like Nightwing. I would say he's my favorite character.
I think mine, if I haven't said it before, is obvious, and it's
Swamp
one
Thing?
of Chris's. Ooh, Swamp Thing is really good because I've been reading it. No, it's Batman. I mean,
No, everyone's favorite character
It's
is
just-
Batman. You have to pick a character besides Batman.
that's the case. Recency bias. Swamp Thing. I've been reading Alan Moore Swamp Thing. Oh my god, it's so good. I get it now. I get it. That's me.
If you're looking, we do have a video on where to start with Nightwing. I think the Chuck Dixon run is super iconic for like the origin of Nightwing.
Needs an omnibus.
And it does need an omnibus. Even though the art's not going to look any better in oversize.
Doesn't matter.
Orion and Light Ray. That is
Shut the fuck up, Light Ray.
that is a unique combo. Light Ray's pretty cool in the original series. But I heard about how he becomes douchey later on.
Alex sounds like a very old soul of putting out Light Ray there. I can appreciate that.
He doesn't read modern books like 52, but he's read, he reads the OG books.
I like that one. I don't think
John
he has.
Constantine's a pretty cool character. Guts is my favorite.
It's not for you, Jake.
Do you guys have any night? Okay, so I think the Grayson omnibus is fun. But what I really recommend is waiting. There's gonna be a bunch of Nightwing reprints and new Nightwing omnis this year, and a new Nightwing omni this year. Three omnis. I'm going from one Dick Omni to 4. But I would get the Tom Taylor run. I think it's super fun. Fastest Frank Miller.
That's the one I was laughing at.
Fascist.
Anyone ever get a day wrong for a party and show up at a spot a day early asking for a friend? Look, there's easier ways to ask for the link, Bunk. You can just ask for the link.
Bunk, you don't even have to ask. We can just add you to the group and you just click it whenever you're ready.
And then tried to read Batman Nightfall, but the art is so old and cartoonish, I can't get into it.
I like it, but it's a personal taste, right? I like that one.
That's when I started with comics during Nightfall, so it's nostalgia for me.
That long ago?
I know.
That's why you like RoboCop.
Turning 41. I'm turning 41 in less than a month.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Jake turns 30 next year.
I know.
30, flirty, and thriving. Are you guys excited? Is it going to be a whole new era for me?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm gonna say survey's a little cloudy on that. The 8 ball. It can't go either way. It won't make a decision. It's Masamanos.
And then from 1 dick to 4, Nightfall is considered so old that I knew that was gonna rile Taylor up.
You know what else is so old? That Dark Knight Strikes Again. So
Yeah.
old.
Hey, Nightfall is older than me. So
Isn't a
there's
lot
that.
of things? Aren't most comics older than you?
Everything that I read this year is
You know,
older
it's
than me.
not much older than you. Daredevil Silver Age. You know.
Oh yeah.
The same age as the Octogenarian party that Bunk just crashed.
I don't know what an octogenarian is.
Someone
I've been
very
reading
old.
this, and this
80s.
is younger than me. I got Invincible.
This is the one that puts me in perspective. Remember that I'm 2 weeks younger than the new 52.
Oh
Interesting
no.
statement.
Sorry to break it to everyone. We are old.
And I'm okay with that. I'm as old as the morning and night star.
Its ISBN is 1. That's a good one, Bunk.
You know,
that's
one
a burn, bro.
You know, 1 is the loneliest number.
Yep.
Anyone?
Does anyone have any books that they have shipping to them, or are they surprises? I don't know how to stall for 10 more minutes.
I still have the same 2 books that were shipping last week, but because weather in Texas and weather in North Carolina have delayed it.
Dude, I know JP keeps sending me messages, FedEx, like, it's too cold. We're not giving you your books. And he's like, I'm working and shipping out books. Like, get a jacket.
Jay, go look at my orders.
They did
and
ship,
get my
though. I know they're
bookshelves.
out of Texas. That I know.
Yeah,
and I'm supposed to be getting a Kickstarter, too.
Jordan keeps complaining that his books aren't shipping fast enough. But I think it was...
Keeps complaining is wild. I bring it up one time to you.
Yeah, my The Art of Michael Turner Kickstarter should be hopefully here next week.
Hold on.
But then it's being shipped by FedEx, and I just cringe, saying, ugh, why?
Book it. Call my mom. There we go. I think my wife's buying my ticket to
Ticket to Ride?
Ticket,
ticket
don't
to
say
you.
Don't, when I say ticket to you, don't say ticket to ride.
I was thinking the Beatles. Why'd you have to go that way? I was thinking the song.
I said ticket to you first.
I know, and I was thinking the Beatles. I got a ticket to ride.
I know Taylor got some big ol' artist editions the other day I didn't order.
Killing Joke is Jake's favorite Batman story. That's crazy.
I know. He doesn't like.
My wife said, "Can you ask?" I guess it's a. Hold on. Let me see 1 second. Am I leaving Monday or Sunday? I'm trying to like buy a flight right now. Low-key want to see Jake Jordan's waterfall dance. Okay.
You know, don't go chasing waterfalls.
What is my waterfall dance?
It's a waterfall dance?
There we go.
Dark Knight Middle Omnibus, No Justice, Scott Snyder. Woo! That's a big haul.
Hell yeah.
He's going to make me work the entire time. He's like, I got 6 Calyxes. You got to go to IKEA yourself, walk there, pick them up, and drag them back to his house.
I don't even know where I'd be able to put 6 Calyxes down here. I'm trying to fit one more. And I don't even technically need it yet, but I know it'll eventually be filled.
It'll eventually.
Could you fit a 2x6 on top of those behind you?
No, but then where am I going to put my figures?
Figures can go wherever.
No, they can't. They have to. I'm getting 2 more, apparently, that are being shipped to me.
Apparently? How is it apparently if you ordered it?
If Nightfall was so old,
a friend of a friend is shipping them to me. So
wait, you have friends besides me?
I do, yes.
Why am I getting jealous? I feel you, Chris. Man, IKEA is out of stock on shelves. Alex has been spending the past few days setting up his shelves. Bunch of Scrubs. That's another TLC. I only know the band because of the movie The Other Guys, where Michael Keaton's character for some reason keeps quoting TLC lyrics.
Yep. Soup Kitchen. It is a soup kitchen.
Oh, was that Dirty Harry and the Boys, or what was it? Dirty Mike.
Dirty
and the
Mike
Boys?
and the Boys. Get it right. Dirty Mike and the Boys. Love that. That's an amazing band name. Dirty Mike and the Boys. You know what I'm thinking, Jake, Jordan? You know what I'm thinking? Aim for the bushes.
You'll never miss. I've been reading. I like when he takes the gun and he gives him a wooden gun, and then later they steal the gun from him. They give it back to him with a polish, like a nice wax.
A lacquer.
Yeah. I've been reading the Jack Kirby run of Fantastic Four, and my favorite villain is the Hate Monger.
Because he's so kind. He spreads love.
Nightfall, I'd rather watch Joker 2. Joker 2 was so offensive, bro. Like, Chris, you've seen it, right?
Did it sting the nostrils?
Dude, when those guards Shawshank the Joker out of him, bro.
Oh no. That's brutal. I still haven't seen it, and I don't know if I will watch it.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's start looking at the new releases.
How offensive was it? As offensive as Jake's
mustache.
Oh, well, I was going to go that mean, but there we are.
It's
After
a statement.
Watching the first Joker, why would you even waste time seeing the second Joker? Okay, present. Share screen. Always for a month. Window. Here we go.
Woo.
New releases for February 25th. It's nice to see the date right for once.
That's fine.
Chris is gonna boot me.
Create your own darn slides at that point.
Up first, the one I'm most excited about, the one I just read volume 1 of this week, and I had to Google who Hunter S. Tompkins, what's his name?
Oh
Thompson?
my gosh.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Please boot him from the stream. He's already offended me now twice. One more strike and Jake's gone. He offended me with RoboCop and doesn't even know Hunter S. Thompson. My goodness.
I'm just
all right.
kidding.
Let me know. I'll remove him.
I did a lot of drugs in high school. I know who Hunter S. Thompson is.
Okay, what's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas about?
When he goes to Vegas to do peyote with his book editor.
All
and
right,
mescaline.
You're forgiven.
Trust me, I might not know English authors, but I know drugs.
And we're canceled. Thank you. We won't see you next week.
So Transmet.
I know. Dale's got Hunter S. Tompkins exactly.
I think I was confusing Hunter S. Thompson with Leslie Tompkins.
Yeah, it's Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson. Okay. Yeah. This is my last absolute for now.
Yes, Taylor. Jordan and Jake have no idea about RoboCop because I said in order to find my house, you have to find the Ed 209 guarding it.
And I don't know what that is.
I've seen RoboCop, the original and the.
Is that different than a T1?
You now have got 2 strikes against you.
I thought I already had.
I thought that was 3.
No, because he got it back by proving a little bit more about Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
It's not his last absolute because I proved a point. It proved a point and said nope. He's got a few others that are coming out. So
they're not out yet.
Doesn't matter. They're in the catalog.
Jake has never disappointed me more than he has in the last two. The last two what? Like last 2 minutes?
Tell us.
The last 2 minutes.
Ah, there it is.
Look, I'm known to disappoint people for 2 minutes. So Absolute Transmetropolitan. It tells the story of Spider Jerusalem. He is based on Hunter S. Tompkins. Sorry, Thompson. And so he lives in the mountains. He looks like Alan Moore, but he wasn't based on Alan Moore, and he has to go back to the city. And this is like a cyberpunk, like futuristic city with everything you can imagine. And he has to become a journalist again, and he's very anti-establishment. He needs drugs to function, and it is just an awesome character. Like there's one issue where he just watches TV all day. And there's this ad for Jesus sneakers, and he like, what do they do? And they're like, they let you walk on water. And he's like, I'm buying a pair. And then in the next issue, his sneakers are the Jesus sneakers.
And you know, and Spider Jerusalem is Patrick Stewart's spirit animal.
Those
are facts.
Alex reminded me of the story when he got knighted. He was thinking, what would Spider Jerusalem do in this moment? And he's like, kick him in the balls.
Yep. Nice, James Carlo. Stop it.
So it's really good. My favorite parts of the book are when it stops being the comic book and you're actually reading his writing of the articles. I think it's so good. I can't wait to read the rest of it.
God, how long has this been out of print?
I don't think it's ever been in print since I've collected comics.
So for 2 years?
Okay. Okay. Somewhere between RoboCop and TLC, I started collecting comic books, you know? I'm hiding in the Daredevil mask so Chris can't be mean to me.
Just roasting you there, Jake. Just roasting you.
Do I need to bring this on the plane ride to Heroes Con?
I don't know if you'll make it on the plane at that point. They might stop you at security.
So for 2 years, Chris has avenged us old guys. I baited Alex into buying volume 2 of Transmet yesterday. And he lives in Spain, so he paid a pretty penny. But it was his first absolute ever.
Yep.
So nice.
And like every collector, he started with volume 2 because I told him you need to read Transmetropolitan the Lazarus way.
AKA Jake's way of not knowing how to add how numbers go.
Patrick Stewart should have kicked him in the testicles in hindsight. You know, that does look like Paul F. Tompkins, but it's actually the actor who played the villain in Better Call Saul, Lalo. And they just announced Swordmaster is coming back in Daredevil Born Again.
Yes, he will be in the show.
Which I'm pumped about, and maybe I'll make my first debut appearance on Chris's show.
That'll be the week before Jake will be showing
no! Chris hates me. Shouts out to our good friend. Good to see you.
I hate you so much. That's why I'm having you stay here for Heroes Con. That's how much I hate you.
So yeah, this is an awesome book. There's no omnibus. I'm debating ordering the glasses if I can get them in time for my video. Because then it's a tax write-off, and
it's a tax write-off.
Can you put the tattoo on your head and shave your head? I mean, you have to go method on this. You have to go method.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to put as much effort as Spider Jerusalem would put into it, and he would put all the effort and none of the effort.
That's true too.
Chris is sacrificing himself to keep Jake from the rest of the world. At least you could be on the Central Comics podcast. Depends on if I get James. Can you send Alex my address?
I apologize.
Okay.
My dog is
moving on.
The
Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells, Volume 12. Dead wrong. This is the run that everybody loves, right? The one that introduced fan favorite character Paul.
You can't get any more appropriate title. Zeb Wells, Dead Wrong.
Jake, this is the jumping on point for Spider-Man. So
yeah, those first 11. Nope. This is the entry point.
Is Paul the best character to come out of Marvel in the past decade?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate Paul.
He's really typing out my address in the chat, you fiend. I mean, what do I care?
However, I am a fan of Derek. But Derek's not in this. Derek's in Shrinking, and everyone needs a Derek in their life.
Derek 1 or Derek 2?
No, Derek from Shrinking.
There's two Derek from Shrinking. Derek 1 or Derek 2.
The original Derek. The original Derek.
Both Dereks are awesome, bro.
That is true, but the original Derek works just because he has the good popsicles.
My favorite thing is hi Pam. No, don't say hi Pam. We don't like Pam now. Oh, okay. Eat a dick, Pam. Or when he's like talking about the role playing he does with his wife, he's like, "What's that thing that Veronica always says to me?" And she's like, I can't breathe. What does he say? And he's like,
forget
no,
about
the
that.
other thing, follow your dreams.
You want to take a walk with me down to the mailbox, down the driveway, and back?
Or what do you do? What are you doing today? Well, Liz is out, and I have to find the scissors, so that'll probably take all afternoon.
Hello, shrinking.
Oh God, so good.
I think I like it better than Ted Lasso right now, but it could just be recency bias.
Oh.
Also, have you guys been watching Severance?
I don't watch that show.
No, I haven't seen season 2 yet.
I gave it 3 episodes, and I was wondering which show was everyone else watching because I wasn't watching that.
Severance is really good, but it's a slow burn.
No.
Yeah.
I'll add
Jake
it to the
lives in a
backlog.
beautiful place far above the gutter mutants.
because Reacher just came back, so I'll be watching Reacher this weekend.
What a dad show.
Details matter.
Moving on. The Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, 9 Lives has the Black Cat. So the only Black Cat I've ever read is when her and Daredevil have some fun in front of Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's like really bummed out.
Is it also at the same time that Superman's making out with Big Barda?
With Big Barda, yeah.
There seems to be a trend in these books that you like to read.
I know.
Yeah, but what the cut could it be? So this is Marv Wolfman, John Byrne, and Keith Pollard.
Yes.
That's like iconic, right?
Well, Keith Pollard's got those covers for that volume 6 that no one seems to get their hands on.
Oh, shouts out to the super chat. Hey, Jake,
see
congratulations. Happy that your absolute collection is going to complete soon. How much overlap is there between the Forever Evil, the JLA 2 Omnibus? I have the 52 volume 1, 2, and I love Severance. Thank you. Strike 3 for Jake badmouthing Reacher.
There we go.
I feel like, Chris, this should be your answer, right? You know a lot about Forever Evil. Did you get the Omni? Did you pass on it?
I passed on it, but I can quickly grab the volume 2.
Okay. I'll grab Forever Evil.
Well, I guess I'll just be here and talk about all the wonderful things. So this is now my show. The Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collectic, 9 Lives of the Black Cat. Now, if you have the Omnibus, which is volume 6, or if you have it pre-ordered, this is the same material that's collected in it.
All right.
Taylor, my Alex from the chat sent me that cover today, and that's the cover I sent Jordan and Chris. So that's what we were referencing.
So yeah, I mean,
okay.
You're gonna get any of the Justice League issues, Forever
So this
Evil.
this has Justice League 24 through 29.
Okay, 24 through 29. Yep, that's in the.
And then Forever Evil 1 through 7.
Yep.
Forever the Aftermath, Batman versus Bane 1, Director's Cut 1, Argus 1 through 6,
No.
Arkham War 1 through 6,
No.
Forever Evil Rogues Rebellion 1 through 6,
Nobody cares.
Justice League of America 8 through 14,
Terrible.
Nightwing number 30,
Dumpster fire.
Suicide Squad 24 through 30,
Thunderbolts is better.
and pages from Justice League number 23.
Those are actually old stuff that Jim Lee really wished never came back into print.
Oh no! Does that answer your question, Cypher?
Basically, if you get the Forever Evil, you're basically getting the entire event with the tie-ins. That's what you're getting. If you want, it's kind of like when you're debating whether you're going to get Ultimate X, when you're getting Uncanny X-Men Volume whatever, and instead of getting the events, you just have to decide: do you need everything, or do you just want kind of the some things? So,
or you're Jake and you get both.
Why is Cost of Defense so right? This is how you should review every book. Jake reads the titles and Chris says good or not. I like how direct he is. Like, there's no wiggle room. And he's just like, dumpster fire, garbage. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know something was wrong. I hope everything works out for you, man. If you need anything, let us know. And so far not buying it. So that $10 saved you $150.
To be fair, C-Far, was just messing with Jake just to add some stuff because all we was doing was listing stuff. So I decided to have some fun. But I'll be fair. I mean, with most events in this day and age, you're gonna get some winners. Some things are gonna be mad, and some of them are gonna be dumpster fires. So.
Alex, I told you, send me your order number and I'll cancel your order.
No, you'll rush shipping. You'll rush shipping.
I'll rush shipping. Order. I'll upgrade your shipping.
I'll cancel your order.
Hellblazer, Dead in America. It was a perfect review. Jordan, talk to me about Dead in America.
By all means, this is certainly not the first time John Constantine has had a brush with death, obviously. But if he doesn't play his cards right, it may be his last. Far from home, with a precious few allies to call upon, Constantine, his son Noah, and his bodyguard, quote-unquote, Nat, are on the run in America and wanted for murder. To make matters worse, John's heart has stopped beating, and his body is quite literally decaying more and more with each passing day.
Constantine.
The Constantine. That's enough reading for what that is. I didn't know Constantine had a son. So, spoiler.
I'm surprised he only has one son.
Yeah. Well, we've seen what happens to his partners in a couple of other books.
Yeah. John's not for monogamy.
Yeah. Jake is typing his address in the chat to give to Alex.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, Elaine said, buy this, it's superb. Jake, add it to the list.
Okay. I will buy it.
Return Squirrel Girl and get this.
What does Jess call it? The unreadable Squirrel Girl? That is joke?
Dude, how much is Jess gonna hate Marvel Rivals?
I know that's not for me. I've not even bothering.
But I was like, come on, you can be Magic, you can be Psylocke, all like the cheesecake characters that Jess is gonna love to be finally. But this apparently is good. Chris, have you read this?
When it first came out, I did. I enjoyed it.
Didn't know Batman had a son. Yeah, I mean, if you don't keep up with it, I guess.
Well, Batman has spread his DNA around the town a few times, so I mean, he's lucky he just has one.
And he's also had his DNA taken from him unconsensually. So
I know.
Oh no!
I sent you my address, Alex. Moving on. Justice League International Book 1, Born Again. I've read this and I love this, and this is so fun. And I feel like they're going to do a lot of JLI stuff in the James Gunn verse. So this makes sense,
Mm-hmm. Some people love this run, like myself and Jake, with a huge affinity, and there are others who are just like, this is the downfall of the JLA. I'm serious. There's not a lot of middle ground with JLI. So,
Bat Kato, can you send me that picture you made of he photoshopped Guy Gardner's bowl cut onto Alex?
My favorite character from DC's here, Oberon.
Oh,
you know what? I think he is my favorite superhero.
Why not finish the JLI omnis? I mean, you got to remember, trade paperbacks probably sell a lot more than omnibuses, and if you're trying to get new readers into the JLI before we get something from it, then not a bad way to go.
Well, I also think JLI gets an unfortunate rap, and I think it's completely incorrect that saying it's just the funny years at that point. There's some serious stuff that they do. Just gracious. Who is that person?
That's Alex. That's Alexander Miller, but with the Guy Gardner bowl cut. He's 2 weeks younger than the New 52.
It's 2 weeks. I just thought you just put some random person on there and said, that's mean.
No, that's my ward.
But I do say some of the best looking Omnis. I love the spines. I love the covers of these of the JLI Omnis. JLI Omnis, sorry.
Moving on. Is there anyone that I'm interested in before I go? Here we go. That's my
gracious.
I'm just kidding. I think I have to bounce out, guys.
Okay.
Jordan, can Chris or Jordan share the PowerPoint?
You gotta. We've gone over this. Jordan will have to go through it, and I'll just have to read questions in the chat.
Okay, Jordan, can you share the PowerPoint?
I don't have a second monitor.
Okay, then just do a little window.
Yeah.
Open your laptop screen.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
See,
then, so
Matt.
move some
Sorry
stuff
for
around.
the random question. Nothing's ever random in a chat. The chat is the definition of random, so it is not random. What's your favorite?
There's so many good ones though. That'll be my next video. Is a Daredevil video probably.
It's the run that Jake hates.
It's Silver Age Daredevil Volume 1, right?
I will say that even though I'm a huge Brubaker fan, I do think Bendis just goes just a little bit, ranks just a little bit higher. So
does someone want to share the slides with me?
Yeah, they're on the drive.
Yeah, they're in the drive.
I feel like Brubaker's like his run peaks at the very first like arc, the Devil in Cell Block D. But like by the end of it, I kind of just felt like he was facing. How do I do it? Where's the private chat? Right here. He was just facing faceless ninjas. Why did that? That did not send that right.
No, that did not. That just looks like he got angry. Why so angry? Why so serious, Jake?
Here we go.
Zdarsky's is super fun. Bendis is super fun. Wade is super fun. I don't know if I could pick a favorite out of it, but Wade was really refreshing after everything. Soul felt like he played a little more safe.
Share screen.
I was talking about modern. I just finished Frank Miller's run for the very first time.
I will say, Taylor, he's my second favorite run.
Born Again. Why does it end so abruptly, Taylor? It's like the best comic I've ever read, and it just ends out of nowhere.
He lives happily ever after.
Oh, I might need to close my browser in order to show my screen first, because I've never set this up before.
Oh,
let's see if I can do it.
Watching some porn or something. Why can't you show your browser, Jordan? What do you?
No. Oh, there we go. Okay. No, it said that I might have to reset my browser.
Go to View.
Yep.
And then slideshow.
There you go. And I'll read the chat.
Bam.
So.
I have both screens open, so I can
do?
see
Okay,
chat
cool.
and yeah.
All right, sweet.
Dude, so Mazza Kelly's cap was awesome in Born Again, bro.
Sick. Okay, cool.
Wait, Taylor, can we gang up on Chris and tell him he needs to buy the Born Again Artist Edition next month?
If Jake would stop lying to me about things being updated, I might.
It's already been up there. It's already been up there. I've already had mine pre-ordered.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about other things because there was a decision I have to make based on things that were out. So.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to JP about why the solicits aren't up.
No, this is your problem, not JP's. You're the one who spread falsities around. This is your problem.
Bye, everybody. Have fun.
Bye, Jake. Love you.
Have fun.
Love you guys.
Good riddance to that guy.
God, for all the RoboCop slander, the Reacher slander, and then hating Kevin Smith's run on Daredevil, my goodness. He calls himself a comic book fan. Gatekeeping's more like it.
Oh, gatekeeping, the best part of the community.
Yes. The Masterworks. You know, I would love it when we go. I think maybe next week or the week after there might not be a Masterworks. You know, I understand the appeal of Masterworks, but not for me. But I appreciate the Masterworks allows the Omnis to exist. So
100%. Chris, I know you'll be picking this up as it's mandatory to pick up all Masterworks for you.
Yes,
the real question is more, are you going to get this cover or this cover? Because I know you like the DMs.
I do like the DMs, but I also like covers that fill the entire, book.
Nah, you didn't want that in the first place. But those who are interested in this book, here's what it collects. So it's Iron Man 1968, 183 through 192. A Marvel Team Ups issue, Jack of Hearts 1 through 4, and the annual from 1970.
Masterworks are expensive. They're very nice. Masterworks, great quality. But
I gotta say though, seeing like an entire shelf filled of Masterworks is pretty baller, man. Yeah. It's so cool.
It is a beautiful sight, because if you have any sort of OCD about how spines look, you don't ever have to worry about that with Masterworks, as long as you consistently get the standard or consistently get the DM, because then your OCD will be like, I can't handle this.
There we go, Starsky and Hutch. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's up, Kenneth? Do you guys typically prefer standard covers? Ooh, that's a good question.
I go back and forth. It just depends. Sometimes, like, what was it? There's some FOCs I'll go with some standards versus DMs. It's just whether I like it or not. Like, I'll say if I've debated whether I'm gonna pick up the NAM or not, but if I do, it's gonna be the standard cover, because I don't care much for the DM.
I'm kind of right there with you. It depends. If I go, man, that looks really cool, it doesn't matter to me if it's the standard or the DM. If they're like equally cool, I'll get the DM because I like having the exclusive thing.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Let's see, next up we got the next. There we go. New Mutants Epic Collection, Fallen Angels.
Sunspot killed someone.
That you named a character that I couldn't.
And it's not a gutter mutant.
Those gutter mutants.
But Jake would probably consider Warlock a gutter mutant, because just look at him.
Chris, what is this book even about? Why don't you give me a little synopsis on it?
It's about some new mutants. Let me tell you about these new mutants. They're new and they're mutants.
That's all I needed to hear personally.
But the world's hate and fear is brought to bear when tragedy strikes at the local high school after a mutant student is bullied for being different. That's every day for the X-Men. So, and the devastation continues. The events of the Mutant Massacre rock, not in a good way, our young heroes. Then the New Mutants fast forward to a world of tomorrow, and it ain't pretty. Join the best young mutant kind has to offer as they face evil future versions of themselves. Mutant hunting sentinels, a rebellion in limbo, and the Hellfire Club and their teenage hellions. But what about Sunspot and Warlock? They're hanging out with Madrox, Siren, Boom Boom, and the Vanisher. And Devil Dinosaur? What wonders await these fallen angels in the paradise of Coconut Grove? Dun, dun, dun.
You could have made up every single one of those names, and I would have believed you. Devil, Dinosaur, and Boom Boom, I think, are my two favorite villains.
And look at that. The last New Mutants Epic Collection. All 100 issues, now in epic format. Now, let me ask you this, Taylor. Are all those epics still in print?
Yeah! As we know, epics are evergreen.
Like everything.
What do we have next? We got the book that Jake was excited about.
Yes, The Flash by Grant Morrison and Mark Miller, the deluxe edition. So this will come in between. So volumes 1 and 2 of the Omni have come out. This will be, if you have the trades like I do right now, this is between volumes 6 and 7 of Wade's run, because Wade went to go write for JLA, and Grant Morrison came over and wrote a little bit with The Flash. So this will be the one, if you're planning on getting the eventual release of Volume 3 by Mark Waid, you're going to need this, because it'll be a gap filler.
There you go. And Chris, I mean, I know you know, but the story that Mark wrote for JLA is Tower Babel, right?
It is, yes, and I have that deluxe edition, and I will be getting this Flash deluxe edition because I need to upgrade my trade of this.
I think this will be one of the first Flash books I buy. I don't really have any oversized Flash. I'm most definitely eyeing the Omni, the first Omni of this.
Mm-hmm. It's a place to start, so it's a good place to start.
Probably better place than most, personally.
I prefer Wade's run to Jeff John's run, but I grew up with Wade's run of Flash, so
makes sense.
Yep.
What do we have here, Taylor?
Oh, he's talking about the Epic side since I asked it, are all the Epics still in print? So wow, you go McLeod better than okay. That's not bad. You're one of the rare ones that I've come to that says that.
Let's see, Chris. Any thoughts on Mark Millar's Magic Order? I know Jake got it, but I haven't read it. I don't know anything about it.
I've read the first couple of volumes of it. When I was still doing World's Finest True Believers, we did the first 6 issues. It's interesting. I haven't read some of the recent volumes of it, but the first 3 of them I enjoyed it. So just imagine Harry Potter but rated R.
Now I want to watch it. Next up we got Trigun Maximum Deluxe Edition Volume 4.
All right, someone sell me on this. Sell me on Trigun. I've been tempted a couple of times.
I at one point owned, and I've said the story I think before on here, the omnibus versions of these. And then when I found out that Volume 3 was like $350,
you're like, nope.
I bailed right out of it, and I sold those books. I think it broke out that I sold them for cover.
Gotcha. So, okay, Taylor's saying no, that was not a lesser graded list. That was a sequential of the big name artists. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for the clarification. That's what. Again, that's I learned about that a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I am such a. I am an old soul when it comes to Western, but you get sci-fi Western like Firefly, totally my jam. That was sci-fi Western, so, yeah. Thanks, Alex. Now you're making me think long and hard about this.
Other Alex, I will mention it in the outro, and I will even show the 2 books that I have for book club. Here we go. Here's Bunks. Trigun bills itself as a deep space future gun action. Do you really need anything more?
I mean, it is in my cart, so I'm definitely thinking about it. So, and I know is the 5th volume the final volume?
Yes, it should be.
Okay, all right.
Next up, we have Hack / Deluxe Edition Volume 5.
I do enjoy this series, but then again, I like some good old horror tropes when it comes to the series. So,
good old slash and hack or good old hack and slash?
Why not both?
Porque no los dos. I like that.
And this is interesting because this is another series that they put out in Kickstarter, and so we know we're getting it whenever it comes out, But they do every single volume out in Kickstarter.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Get that crowd. Who's excited about the new Superman movie coming out this summer? Crypto. Crypto is my favorite part of that trailer.
Wait a minute. Which crypto we talking about? You just spelled crypto as in the
in the digital
currency.
Money.
Yeah. I'm excited for the dog crypto.
Crypto was my favorite part of that entire trailer. I loved all the other cameos that we had, but yeah, I mean the super dog, so cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably the next trailer we're gonna get. I would say March or April. I would say.
Do we need to read Bygone before Trigon? Yes. So go look for those deluxes, and then let me know what you find.
So Chris listened to Trigon soundtrack. Oh, okay. I was a big fan. I always listened to the Life and Times, the Scrooge McDuck soundtrack whenever I read Life and Times. So
I'm a silent reader. I listen to the absolute dead of quiet in my room.
You actually listen to the Rat when you the Rat soundtrack when you read All-Star Batman and Robin.
Rats. Oh wow, wow. I love that album. It's so good. That song in particular. And is that it?
That's
Is
it.
that all the books we have?
Jake couldn't stick around for a few books. Lame.
Look at that. We got through our PowerPoint. Now how do I get us back to
which book is your book of the week?
Oh. I didn't know I could do this. This is new to me.
What is
I
this?
like this.
Wow, what is that? That's a lot. That's a lot of Jordan.
That's a new one for me. I think I'm gonna do that next time when Jake's here and piss him off. Let's go back to slideshow. All right. So this is your pick, right?
No, my pick will probably be the Absolute Transmetropolitan Volume 3, since I've been waiting for that for years.
I had an opportunity when I first started collecting comics to buy Transmetro, all three of them, and I went, yeah, it'll come back. And look at that.
Yep.
It's come full circle.
I got Volume 2 when it was still in print, then Volume 1 got reissued in print, and then I was just biding my time.
Jake, I thought you weren't supposed to be here.
Thanks for abandoning us, Jake, when you could have actually been here for another 5 minutes. Thanks, Jake. Boo,
I really
Jake.
gotta go.
Boo. That's strike 4 for Jake. He's now permanently kicked out of the Brave and the Boys.
That's right. And now we invite Bunkmaster B on Comics to be an official member of the weekly live stream. Jake, go back to work.
And he's buying and he's purchasing flights. My goodness. See, he just didn't want to be here anymore. He's definitely probably sleeping in a tent outside now.
Oh, as he should. Let's see. What's my
yours?
book? I know I'm going to pick up Transmetropolitan just because I have 1 and 2 and I'm going to complete the set. I don't know if that's my pick just because I haven't read it. I'm going to say, for difference, Flash by Grant Morrison. Nope. Flash by Grant Morrison.
Go back to the Spider-Man by Zeb Wells. I want to give the award for the best, most appropriate title for a collection with this series. Zeb Wells, Volume 12, dead wrong. Zeb Wells is dead wrong when it comes to Amazing Spider-Man. And again, I liked Zeb Wells on other things. It's just not great. It's so bad right now. I know he's not on the title anymore. It's just, it was an upsetting run for me. Grant Morrison, Batman run ticks me off.
Oh no! Grant Morrison's run is,
but I love it.
To me, was confusing, but I mean, it's quintessential.
Dipping in and out. You keep on having like these gaps in the collection. It's like, what happened?
Yeah.
That's gonna be an epic kind of thing when you see Batman finally collected in a chronological order. Oh, good lord!
Best of luck to all of us in the community.
But Jordan, tell people how they can follow you.
You start because I need to grab something.
He's got to grab something. He's got special things. So, yes, you can follow me on all the socials at Chris Balga, and you can catch me every week on the Geekverse podcast YouTube channel for Marvel Alliance. That is Thursday night at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time, and you can catch the audio of that on looking up Marvel Alliance on all your podcatchers of choice. This week, David and I went over the final 2 episodes of Season 1 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and talked about how Marvel is shelving a few unannounced projects from further development right now. So we have a fun debate saying, when did Terror Inc. get put into development at that point? We're like, when did that happen and why? So
it's a great question.
And
now,
then Jordan's got show and tell.
Yes. So if you want to check me out, check out the Brave and the Boys or the Organic Price Book YouTube channel. But primarily, and Alexander said this earlier, check out the Tabataba Discord, where there you can. The Brave and the Boys, Tabataba. That is the official pronunciation of it.
I know. I love it. I love it whenever you do it. Tabataba.
Tabataba.
It's like ASMR.
There you could talk to Jake and I or anyone else within the Discord. But we also do have a book club, which for this book club, we're reading Bang! The
Bang!
Ballad of the Tiger, written by Josh Greathouse. He said, I am so far, or at least this was when the book came out, the only person to have bought volume 2 on its own. But he got
I have this print that he put out in at Heroes Con. I love that print.
Nice.
It was pretty awesome, and he will be back at Heroes Con. I'm almost confident. So
that's cool. I'll have Jake and you say hi to him for me because I'm not attending Heroes Con.
He's not stuffing you in his luggage. He chose to bring heavy books instead.
And James, thank you for posting this. If you don't want to buy the physical version of the book, because there's only really 2 volumes out currently, and I think he's in volume 14 or 15 at this point, you can read Bang! The Ballad of the Tiger. So that is going to be linked down below. Guys.
Plug Alexander.
Oh, Alex, right. And check out Jake on the Comic Central podcast tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And make sure, Alex, you ask him why did he abandon us in the last 10 minutes when he was still chatting in the YouTube chat. Such that. But we will see you next week for the next bout of Weekly Buyer's Guide, and we hope you stay safe out there. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. I hope I hit the outro button and not just the end stream button. Let's see if this works. Bye.